Hi, I'm Jonathan Lopez.
And I'm Neptali Montes.
And you're watching In the News at CHS.
Thinking about those nursery rhyming days when it was all just fun and games. Never had a care in the world. When did it all begin to change? Go back to the merry-go-round, laughing and acting like clowns. Stay in this moment till we see the sun go down. I treasure your heart of gold. I'll be your shadow when you feel alone. 'Cause nothing changes when I'm on the road. To find you happy, gotta lose control. If the time between us gets a little uneven, don't you worry, 'cause you will find me here. Never broke the promise, never been dishonest. Don't you worry, 'cause you will find me here.
There have been many events happening in these first 2 weeks of October.
Indeed, there has been, Neptali. PSATs are already here and will be taking place tomorrow for all those students who have an AP or pre-AP class. This will most likely occur during 1st through 4th period. We have field reporter Mikey Canales talk to Counselor Miss Wagner for more information.
Mikey Canales within the news at CHS here interviewing Miss Wagner about the PSATs. So, Miss Wagner, when are the PSATs?
The PSATs are on Wednesday, October 19th.
Okay, and who would you recommend for people to take the PSAT?
Mostly 10th and 11th graders. The 11th graders who take the PSAT, if they do well enough, also qualify for a National Merit Scholarship. And really in general, anybody who's interested in taking the SATs during their 11th and 12th grade year.
Okay, interesting. And what should students do to prepare for the PSAT?
Study. No, they should go to the College Board website, collegeboard.com, and register for an account and take the PSAT study test daily.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Wagner.
You're welcome.
And back to you guys at the studio.
Thanks, Mikey.
For those who do not have the ASL class, they also have a special event happening tomorrow after school. Martha's Vineyard is what the event is called. It will be a gathering held after school where goods will be sold and it will be an environment of only sign language. We had field reporter Gabby Paredes interview Mr. Hendricks about Martha's Vineyard.
Hi, I'm Gabby Paredes within the news at CHS here with Mr. Hendricks about the upcoming Martha's Vineyard activity. So, Mr. Hendricks, what is the Martha's Vineyard activity?
So first of all, have you guys ever thought of a utopia or a deaf utopia? What would it look like? First of all, what is a utopia?
A dream come true.
A utopia is a place where dreams come true. A utopia is a place that you would call perfect. A utopia is a place that pretty much has all your needs. All your needs would be met. There was such a place for the deaf people. It's called Martha's Vineyard. Martha's Vineyard in the 18th century was a place where sign language was all over the island. So if you were deaf, just imagine if you were deaf, having a chance to use sign language without having to go through an interpreter. There was such a place in the 18th century. But unfortunately, because of education and other reasons, that place is no longer in existence. But as a class, we were going to reenact the days of Martha's Vineyard in the 18th century right here in our cafeteria.
Why do you have your classes doing this?
Yeah, I think it's important that we understand deaf culture, what it is to use sign language as a first language, not a secondary language.
How do you think it'll turn out?
Well, I'm hoping it will turn out well. I'm hoping that, first of all, I'm hoping it's fun. I want the students to have fun doing it. And I'm hoping it's a learning experience. So they're all of the students, they have like a business. Similar to Martha's Vineyard, they were all business owner. And if you're a deaf person, you use sign language and you communicate all your needs without having to go through an interpreter. I want them to feel what that would look like, or what that would be like.
So my last question for you is, will this be a one-time thing or should we expect more to come?
Yeah, we're hoping to do more activities like that. I really want the school, even the community here, to feel what it's like to be a true minority. And so we will have experience for you to wear those shoes of a minority, especially a deaf person. It's something that we don't think about. What is life like for deaf people? So you will get a chance to feel what it's like by the activities that we put on.
Thank you, Mr. Hendricks. Now back to you at the studio.
Thanks, Gabby.
Last Friday, the homecoming prince, princess, queen, and king were crowned. It was an incredible week, including games and dances. We want to thank ASB for once again creating a great school climate. Let's take a look back at the party.
I used to believe we were burning on the edge of something beautiful, something beautiful. Selling a dream, smoking mirrors keep us waiting on a miracle, on a miracle. So we go through the darkest of days, having to heartbreak away. Never let you go, never let me down. Oh, it's been a hell of a ride, driving the edge of a night. Never let you go, never let me down. Don't you give up, nah, nah, nah. I won't give up, nah, nah, nah. Let me love you, let me love you. Don't you give up, nah, nah, nah. I won't give up, nah, nah, nah. Let me this Sunday. Baby, I'm a ADD, baby.
I'm Polly Smith within the news at CHS, here talking to the 2016 Fall Homecoming King and Queen. So, Michael, how do you feel?
I feel very excited. I mean, I wouldn't have thought that I could have won this with such great competition.
And Karina, did you think you were going to win tonight?
No, I didn't think I was gonna win at all.
Why?
Because all the girls, they're all well known and they're great competition.
Do either of you guys feel different now that you have a crown on your head?
No. No, I feel the same.
How about you? You have to feel a little different. That's a good crown.
No, I wouldn't say I feel different. I just say that I'm probably more acknowledged now, but other than that, I feel the same. You know,
Do you have any advice for any future people that are running for Queen or King?
Don't get nervous. Just go out there and do your best.
Do you have any advice?
Yeah, I'd say just have fun, you know, like that's the main thing is it's all for a good experience, something to look back at and just be able to enjoy it, you know.
Thank you both so much. It's been an honor to be in the presence of royalty, and she wants to give a shout out, so cool.
Shout out to all my friends, Callie, Stacy, Ashley. You guys are all amazing. Shout out to my family for supporting me and everything.
Okay, thank you. Do you have a shout out? Anything?
I would like to shout out my girlfriend Lexi, especially for spreading the word out there, even when other people were told to vote for other people. Thank you very much.
I'm going to shout out myself. Thank you. Thank you both so much. Back to you guys.
Now let's head over to Fernando for this week's Horn Toad highlights.
So, Fernando, what's going on with the latest sports?
Hi guys, we've had quite a week. Our athletic teams have been busy all over the valley. Girls tennis had senior night last week and their last game of the season. They beat Avenel and now have a record of 7-7. They traveled to Carruthers on Saturday for their league tournament, and we are waiting to hear who will be moving on to round 2 this upcoming weekend.
Hi, I'm Callie Walker within the news at CHS, and I'm here talking to Sierra Bishop. So what exactly is senior night?
Senior night is basically the team's way of saying goodbye to the players that are graduating this year.
Okay, so you're graduating this year, right?
Yes.
So how do you feel after playing for 4 years and finally being done?
It's a nice feeling because I'll finally be free after school, but it's also a nice completed feeling because I've played all 4 years, so it's nice to see it through.
Do you have any regrets from this year or just any years?
I know that there were some games that I definitely could have won. I just didn't play my best, and I wish I did.
But all in all, how would you say the season went?
This was by far my best season out of all 4. My record was a lot better than it previously has been.
Okay, thank you. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Callie.
What about girls volleyball?
Girls volleyball had an away game last Thursday versus Doss Palace and came out with a loss, leaving them with a record of 4-2. They have a home game today versus Tranquility. This is the second meeting between the two teams, and the last time, the Toads came out victorious. We hope they can go out and get another win. Good luck, and we encourage our Toad Nation to go out there and support them. Cross Country had a meet last Friday at Woodward Park, one of the biggest races yet. Congrats on the successful season. We have some amazing runners this year who have dedicated a lot of time and training to the best they can. They have represented Kalinga High School well all year long.
What about football?
For football, we played versus Dos Palos on Friday during a homecoming game and unfortunately came up short. Next week, they travel to Tranquility. Go get 'em, Toads. And that was it for this week's Horn Toad Highlights.
Thanks, Fernando. We have an announcement to make. In the news will be postponed for the next 2 weeks because we are in the process of making a Halloween special.
Well, that was it for this week's episode.
Now remember,
If it's important, it's in the news at CHS.